So Rivian has just reported their production numbers and deliveries. And unless I'm mistaken, something fishy seems to be going on. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Great to have you here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you to all of those of you who have supported the channel over the last 11 months since we started last year. Rivian. As you guys know, I bought stock and a lot of you bagged me pretty heavily for that. I did sell the stock for about a 30% gain a few weeks later, so it worked out okay in the end. That said, some of you made some comments which, to be honest, were very good points. Compelling points, in fact. A lot of you mentioned the fact that Rivian's delivery numbers and production is not going anywhere near the way that they planned on it going. Fair point. Rivian has been around for nearly a decade now. They're still producing very small numbers of vehicles. Now, I do love their vehicles. I do love the fact that they're trying to pivot to LFP. I do love the fact that they hired the former head of Magna Steer's manufacturing division. I think they're making some smart moves. But that said, yeah, I understand your points. You make some good points. And I'm not just saying this to appease anyone. I'm saying this because it's true. There is some issues going on at Rivian, and they're pretty significant issues. You can have the best vehicle in the world, but if you can't manufacture it, doesn't matter. If Toyota comes up with an amazing EV, they might. But if they can't manufacture hundreds of thousands or millions of them, not that relevant. The same applies to everyone. The same applies to Rivian. And Rivian's just reported on their numbers for Q1 of 2022, and something fishy is going on here. I immediately noticed it. I quickly scrolled to comments on different places to see if anyone else picked it up. A couple of people also mentioned the same thing. So I'm not here on an island all on my own saying something crazy. What is going on, Rivian? Are you telling the truth? Are you being honest with us? That's what I'm asking. I'm asking for transparency and honesty. I'm not sure we're getting it. Rivian announced it produced 2,553 vehicles in Q1 of 2022. But it said it delivered a lot less than half of that, 1,227, during 2022's first quarter. And they reaffirmed their goal to build 25,000 EVs this year, which, I mean, it could happen. Definitely could happen. They do need to significantly ramp up to get to that point. But I'm just questioning this fact, right? 2,553 vehicles produced, but less than half delivered. Does this add up to any of you? I don't get it. Why wouldn't you want to deliver every vehicle as soon as it comes out of the plant, since they don't get paid until those vehicles are delivered? I'm just struggling to understand how less than half of the vehicles they produced in the quarter were delivered. The deliveries were so low in comparison to the production numbers. I mean, I haven't seen these numbers from any Chinese car company, any Western legacy auto company. You see the production numbers and deliveries, and they're pretty close to each other. I mean, within 90%. But this is like 45%. It doesn't add up. Only 45% of the cars they produced were actually delivered. So are they actually telling the truth? Well, I'm not sure, but I want to know what you think in the comment section below. Rivian actually started production and deliveries in September 2021 of the R1T, with the first vehicles making their way to customers in the fourth quarter of 2021. In that quarter, they delivered 1,015 cars, bringing the company's total deliveries to just over 2,240 so far. So what this means is, in the fourth quarter of 2021, they delivered 1,015 cars. In the first quarter of this year, they delivered 1,227. In other words, their actual production looks like it maybe hasn't changed at all, possibly. If we're just to go by deliveries, not by so-called production. That is a little bit concerning. Also concerning is the fact that in mid-March this year, Rivian reported a significant reduction in its production targets for the year. They moved their 2022 guidance from 40,000 to 25,000, citing supply chain issues and other challenges as a reason for the revision. I don't honestly think it's really supply chain issues. I think it's got a bit more to do with their actual ability to just produce the vehicles. Looking ahead to 2022 and beyond, we are focused on continuing to help drive the transformation of transportation, Rivian said in its shareholder deck for Q4 2021. Our path to EV leadership won't be easy. In the immediate term, we are not immune to the supply chain issues that have challenged the entire industry. Those issues, which we believe will continue through at least 2022, have added a layer of complexity to our production ramp up. They've essentially said that the Russia-Ukraine war has caused the issues at Rivian. I think that may be part of it, but not the entire issue. Now, this video obviously is a bit of a critique of Rivian. I'm questioning what they're saying. My last video of them was very positive. I'll put a link in the description below to that video for those of you who haven't seen it. I talked about what Rivian's plans are in the future, and I think their plans are really good. Whether or not they'll carry out those plans is the key question here. I'm not sure they can, based on what I've seen this quarter. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Now, I'm just one person. Obviously, all of you together can actually come up with maybe some better answers to what happened in Q1. Maybe someone works at Rivian that knows that there is actually 1,300 Rivian R1T sitting on the factory floor waiting to be delivered to customers, and that, you know, the electric Viking has no idea what he's talking about. Hopefully that's true. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.